I lived in Lompoc all my life, and I was actually a street kid. You see street kids now, but I'm glad that social media is there and gaming is more popular and all that. It's actually keeping a lot of kids out, away from the streets, but I don't really agree with it too much, because we need to get out. We need to go explore. We need to go and climb trees. We need to, be here and there. Of course, the negative part about that is, you get involved with gangs, drugs, so on and so on, right? So it has its negatives as well, pros and cons, right? But I would rather have my kids go out. But you know what? Half and half. I have kids right now myself, and they're gamers, and they work out and all, so I'm glad for that. But you hardly ever see any kids out. When I was growing up here, I was always out in the streets, and I did get involved with drugs. Well, weed. And that's it. That was the highest drug that I tried. And I got involved with, not necessarily joining the gang, but I got involved with associating with gang members, including when we moved to Los Angeles for a few years. I came back, so we went over there for a few years and came back. But yeah, I grew up all here in the streets. I was on my way for disaster, for destruction. I was on my way for the worst. That's where I would have been at. So what happened with me, I don't know, for some reason, all kids have a slight little bit of good intention. There you go. Good intention. But it can be overwhelmed with bad intention because of your surroundings, how you were raised, your influences, right? So a lot of that, if it's too much, it's 10 times harder to do the right thing. As for me, I come from a family that's not involved in gangs, not involved in drugs, but we're involved in alcoholism. Let me rephrase that, alcoholism. So we still had troubles, right? We had our ups and downs. We had bad things happen, a lot of good things. And as for me, since I didn't have all that in part of the family, I think that's what kind of helped for me to be able to execute the good intention that I slightly had, right? Because like I said, everybody has that good intention. Even somebody that's out there in prison for life, they had some good intention, but the bad intention overtook them. And it would have overtook me if I would have continually placed myself in that situation. But since I had that little bit of intention, I ended up still here and there trying to do the right thing. So eventually I ended up graduating high school. And I say that in a hard way, because man, I should have flunked. I ended up graduating because for some reason I can retain information, but I can't. I never liked taking tests, doing homework and stuff like that. Work, right? But when it came down to the test, since I had to, and I retained all that information, I didn't get no points for turning in homework, but I would get A's and B's on my tests. So because of that, I ended up graduating. And even to the last day, I was still kind of like, iffy about it. So I ended up graduating, and after graduation, we're like, all right, now what? Well, I've been working since I was like 14 years old. I've been working. I worked in many places, in the fields, in barns, farms, factories, fast food places, shops. I've worked everywhere. Restaurants. And so I've always been working. So after high school, I already had been working for 4 years. You know, I started driving at 13 without a license, and started drinking alcohol at around that age, 13, 14. So after high school, you know, still trying to do the right thing. Had a regular job. Can't remember where I was working, but I ended up going to business college. Right, business college. And it was only like a year worth of diplomacy or degree. So I did that. Thinking that after I finish business college, everybody was going to be offering me a position in their business to help them build their business, grow their business, or I was gonna, I don't know, maybe, I didn't even have this in mind, maybe start my own business. I never thought that was possible. The only thing that I knew was possible was for me to help somebody that had a business already. So I got out of college. Not only did I not get offered one time if they wanted me to help them in their business, I wasn't gonna start a business because I didn't believe in that. I thought you had to have all this money and all that first. I thought it was a heritage, right? Inheritance, there you go, better word, inheritance. So not only did they not offer me a position in their business to help them grow, but I would now be like, okay, well, let me at least find a better job than washing dishes. Nobody wanted to take me. Overqualified. Nah, we don't need somebody with college degrees or college certification and stuff like that. We just want somebody simple. Really. Until I did end up getting a job in a produce, produce warehouse. It was a business, part of a business. And maybe some of you guys will know this business. It's a Mexican restaurant business called Taco Loco, I think. And I worked in the administration section, the warehouse section, where I was their business administrator for everything that came in and came out. So I got that job. Was it a really good paying job? No. It was almost the same as working at the dollar store. So I was there and I was like, okay. I've never been content with my career. I'm content with things that I have, material things or whatever, this and that, but I'm never content with the level of success that I can get myself to. So I was like, there's nothing. Either I move out of Lompoc or I join the military. So I'm working there at that distribution company, and that's when 9/11 hits. 9/11 happened back in 2001. After all that happened, you know, rumors of war happening, I was like, perfect timing. I'm going to the military. So I'm gonna leave the video there. where I make my decision to join the military, the Marine Corps, and I'll continue it on part 2. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I would love to hear your thoughts. Let me know if you want to watch part 2, if you want me to make it faster than usual. And as you can see from the banner, it's just Manny Ramos. Just stay motivated. Just stay motivated. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button before you leave if you haven't done so yet. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care, be safe, stay motivated.